before we jump over to talking about objects and methods, I wanted to share with you a quick video about how we might make a function with a return value, similar to the example I gave you with, well, if we were creating Fahrenheit to Celsius, let's do something like that. Okay, I'm over here in code, and I just whipped up a quick function that calculates our weight on the moon in pounds. So the weight, I guess gravity on the moon is only 1/6 that of Earth. So this quick function is going to accept an argument, and that'll be the weight on Earth, and it's going to convert to the weight on the moon. Okay, so this function down here in line 18 is really quite simple. You see that it's called weight on moon, and its parameter is weight. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to actually make this a little bit more clear. I'll call it weight on Earth. And that will at least make a little bit more sense. So its only job is to take weight on Earth, multiply it by 1/6, 0.166, and return that value. And look, you'll see there that keyword return. Okay, so it's actually going to do some work and then serve up an answer. Okay, that's what the function will return. And back in our code, what we can do is we can use that return value and assign it to a variable in our code. So you'll see in draw on line 9, I am declaring a variable called me on the moon. So, and I'm saying, well, what's me on the moon? It's gonna be assigned the value of the return of weight on the moon with a value of 200 pounds. So I'm going to type in 200. It's gonna accept that 200, multiply it. Its weight on Earth is 200. It's going to say 200 times 0.166, and it's going to return that here on line 9. And we're going to assign that calculation to me on the moon. And then I'm going to, on line 13, report that value to the screen by means of a text call. I'm going to create a statement here that says I am only, and then I'm going to use a plus sign to concatenate this string of text with that value, me on the moon, plus concatenate I am X pounds on the moon, and then I'm going to position that text right in the middle of our canvas. Okay, so drum roll, and there you go. You'll find I feel a lot better about myself on the moon. I'm only 33.2 pounds, and that's a very simple, it's probably the simplest example that I could think of that would demonstrate for you how a function can be configured to return a value back to the user. So that is a little bit of a snippet before we get into talking about objects and methods, but I think it bears mentioning because sometimes you may want to write a function, a procedure that, that does something but doesn't necessarily return a value, and other times you might want to write a function that has a job to go off and do some work and just give me an answer and bring that back. So that's how you would do it.